Hello everyone, Denise Naylor here. Thank you for joining me today and for your lovely comments supporting my channel. My aim here is to give you great value, so keep sending your feedback. Today I want to talk about the potential problems of your sales growth getting too far ahead of your cash flow. Would you agree with me that without sales you have no business? Of course. So you might be surprised to hear me say potential problem of sales growth. You see, the skill and challenge of business and investing is to get the balance between growing your sales revenue and having enough cash to stay in business. Research shows that the vast majority of businesses that go bankrupt have been trading right up to the time of closure. But if those sales of product or service can never be delivered to your customer because you've not been managing your cash appropriately, you might discover that instead of trading, you are in fact overtrading. In the UK, it's a legal offence to overtrade. The Business Dictionary defines general overtrading as transacting more business than the firm's working capital can normally sustain, thus placing serious strain on cash flow and risking collapse or insolvency. You see, your sales team's job is to increase your sales revenues. You motivate them to do this with commission and bonus. Would you agree with me that where you have an incentive, you're motivated to go for it? Of course you are. After all, that's the whole point of incentives. What gets measured gets managed. So it's not the sales staff's business to worry about cash flow. They may in fact have no way of knowing whether the sales they generate are supported by cash flow. And this is how overtrading can creep up on you unexpectedly, something you definitely don't want to happen because you lose your company and you may face reputational damage too. Sometimes business failure is unavoidable, that's capitalism. But what is not unavoidable is being taken by surprise because you did not have the information about your trading performance or you did not act on that information. If you'd been with me on the 18th of March 2007, you'd have been at my client's premises standing in the CEO's office waiting for him to finish his meeting. Hello Denise, I'm glad you can join us to take care of the finances of the company after our FD left last week. There should be no problems, and I'm really busy sorting out the marketing side just now. If it's very urgent, I can give you 5 minutes now, and then we'll meet next week. David, I don't need 5 minutes. As you know, I've been here for 2 days, analysing the cash flow and forward sales situation. I estimate that your company is less than 2 months away from bankruptcy, and there's a possibility that the directors are already breaking the law by overtrading. What? Denise, that's not what the outgoing FD told me. Okay, I'm listening. We must avoid overtrading. David, your new marketing strategy is to reduce prices for all major lines. Have I understood that correctly? Yes. I'm spearheading rebranding. That will increase the numbers of people buying. I've got 4 salespeople in the next room working the phones. Well, you know that. In fact, we were looking at the numbers just when you came in. Look, it's an increase. Yes, David, the volume of sales is increasing, but the drop in the selling price and the extra discounts that you're offering customers hasn't yet brought in more cash. Here is your copy of my updated cash flow forecast. Your company is in negative cash now. This forecast shows that even with your sales projections, it will take 9 months to get the cash position back to positive. I have a meeting with the bank in 2 days' time to discuss what can be done. Ah, I see. Well, Denise, then you'd better give me regular updates on the cash position. I'll do that for you every trading day, David. The new CEO was doing what he'd been hired to do, rebrand the company and drive sales. But when I looked into the cash situation, I knew that if the company was to have any future, I needed to make him understand the need to manage both sales and cash. The change of focus to managing cash and sales did keep the business going and growing. So what does this mean for you? Well, if you are growing sales revenues, you need a detailed business plan and a cash flow forecast before you trade. You need information on your revenues and cash flows in and out of the business for every day that you trade. These will help to keep you trading and avoid overtrading. Grow sales too fast and you may crash. Want to outlast? manage your cash. Thanks for being on this call. And it's when you can answer the question, are you growing your sales and managing your cash to meet your growth with a yes, that you know you are learning how to get cash. Do join me next week.